I don't say I know York County real well.
Good evening, parents, community members, school board members, and Dr. Carter. My name is Anaya Carter, this year's Mistress of Ceremonies. We are gathered here tonight to celebrate the class of 2026. Please rise as we welcome this year's 7th grade class of Lawson-Marriott. Please stay standing. Please stay standing as I will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may now be seated. Now let me turn it over to Ms. Waters.
Good evening. A few words before we get to the formalities of our ceremony. As you may know, that many of these students seated before you began their educational journey 9 years ago as pre-K students. Throughout the years, we've gained a few more great kids along the way. Before they transition to high school, let us reflect on our fondest memories during their time at Lawson-Marriott Elementary School. Faith Alexander. Faith's favorite memory at Lawson is Miss King helping her get through some tough times after switching schools. All of the teachers have enjoyed watching her growth over the past 2 years. Round of applause for Faith, please. Miss Gracelyn Amerson. Mrs. Crady is very impressed with how Gracelyn jumped into civics halfway through the year. Round of applause for Gracelyn. Mr. William Bowers. William's favorite memory at Lawson is winning the spelling bee. As such, the teachers will miss his competitive spirit and constant desire to learn. Thank you, William. Miss Harley Brandon. Harley's favorite memory at Lawson was the class laughing at Mr. Crady's funny stories he told in math class. The teachers appreciate how she brightens the school every day. And I'll invite a special teacher to read this next one for Miss India Braxton.
India has lots of memories at Lawson. One of her favorites is being in class with her sister. She also enjoyed our class camp read-a-lot at the end of each year. We tie-dye t-shirts and do arts and crafts like making slime. She also loved our field trips, especially the one we took to the zoo. She will miss all of her teachers and friends at Lawson-Marriott. She loves you all. India has been a joy to have in my classroom. I've had the privilege of being her teacher for the past 4 years and have watched her learn and grow and meet and exceed her goals. Her kindness and helpfulness in class will be remembered and missed. I'm very proud of you, India, and will miss you greatly. Best of luck on your high school journey. Love you lots.
Thank you, Miss Shannon. Mr. Roger Broadus. Roger's favorite memory at Lawson was gym class. The teachers have enjoyed watching him succeed both in person and virtually over the past 2 years. Way to go, Roger. Mr. Khalik Bryant. Mrs. Waters, that's me, and Mrs. Crady love his ability to see different points of view. Thank you for that, Khalik. Miss Autumn Drain. Autumn's favorite LMES memory is Miss Fox not making her take naps during nap time. Despite this, the teachers this year love her mature attitude. Thank you, Autumn. Mr. Dylan Gordon. All right, brace yourselves for this one, guys. Dylan, ever the comedian, his favorite LMES memory is when Mr. Crady accidentally passed gas in class beside him. Mr. Crady says he is very sorry. And this perfectly ties into his sense of humor because us teachers love his happy demeanor and his fishing stories. Thank you, Dylan. Miss Mayana Harvey. Mayana's favorite memory at Lawson was nap time in pre-K. I also think it was her favorite memory of middle school at times. The teachers have loved watching her be a leader in class. Thank you, Mayana. Wyatt Howard. Wyatt says he will miss the nice teachers and all of his classmates. The teachers admire his ability to lighten the mood paired with his happy-go-lucky attitude. Thank you, Wyatt. Sean Johnson. Sean's favorite memory at Lawson was all the fun he had in Mrs. Cecil's class. The teachers have loved watching him grow over the years and appreciate his helpfulness. Thank you, Sean. Alex Jones. Alex's favorite memory is when I said that she was my favorite. She says I might say that it was a joke, but we all know that she was serious. The teachers have enjoyed having Alex join their classes. Her sense of humor and unique interests made classes more compelling. Thank you, Alex. Kiki Kelly. Kiki's favorite memory at Lawson is me helping her get through her English SOL. The teachers all love Kiki's sweet, positive attitude. She makes our classroom a better place. Thank you, Kiki. Mackenzie La Rochelle. Mackenzie says she is going to miss all the teachers, especially Mr. and Mrs. Crady, Miss Benz, Mrs. Waters, and Mrs. Cecil. Mr. Crady and Mrs. Waters have loved that you kept those boys in their place over the last 2 years. Thank you, Mackenzie. Javon Nelson. Javon's favorite memory at Lawson is facing the challenges of Algebra 1. The teachers have thoroughly, and I do sincerely mean thoroughly, enjoyed watching his positive transformation from 6th to 7th grade. Thank you, Javon. Shania Perkins. Shania's favorite memory at Lawson was nap time in Mrs. Jones' class. Mrs. Crady's favorite memory was that conversation about the hearing test. Her bubbly personality always brightens the day. Thank you, Shania. Leighton Prince. Leighton's favorite memory at Lawson was when Mrs. Webb chased him holding a spider. Mr. Crady, and I think all of us, are going to miss the storytelling goat, greatest of all time. Thank you, Leighton. Miss Deshauna Stevens. The teachers are so proud of her accomplishments with virtual learning this year. Thank you, Deshauna. And last but not least, Miss Selena Wyatt. Selena's favorite memory at Lawson was when Miss Benz let them go outside and read. The teachers appreciate Selena's thoughtfulness and her caring attitude. Thank you, Selena. All right, guys, and let's give one last round of applause because this is truly an incredible group of kids.
Now let's welcome Mr. Crady.
I told my colleagues I wouldn't go off script. I'm going to go to anyways. It just hit me sitting over here. And this is the first time we've had the 7th grade in one spot this entire school year with virtual A-Day and B-Day. So we have not seen this group of kids together like this in quite a while. So I think we should get a round of applause for that. I was tapped to talk about the student of the year. So I'm going to give you a little bit about this student. This student is an effective communicator and an incredibly diligent worker. They make mathematical connections that far exceed their grade level. This student consistently performs at the top of their class. They have earned 6 pass events and 2 perfect scores in the short time here at Lawson-Marriott. That is truly a tremendous accomplishment. From 3rd grade to 7th grade, he has also had the highest grade point average in the entire 7th grade. Join us in congratulating the 7th grade Student of the Year, William Bowers. Congratulations.
Mr. Randall from King and Queen Rotary Club will now join us for a special presentation.
I'm Jamie Ryland. I'm from Indian Neck. Very proud of that. I tell people in Richmond I'm from Indian Neck, and most of them give me a dumb look. They don't have a clue where it is. But it's still a place. I'm here representing the Upper King and Queen Rotary Club, and we have cash awards for the Student of the Year and the Teacher of the Year. Our facility is across the field from downtown Bisco. We're the ones with the ball field and the lights, and we're back open for business. So if you need a place to rent for a social occasion, just let us know. So, if William Bowers would come back up here, I have a little cash award, but I'm going to make you work for it. And those of you who've heard me do this before, it's a fairly regular thing. I'm not looking to embarrass you, but I bet you'll get this pretty close. So I have 12 pieces of paper here, and it's United States currency. And it says on it, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. So you can spend this, you can do whatever you want with it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give you the first name of they're all men now. It might not be. It might be Harriet one day, but not yet. So I'm going to give you the first name of the man whose portrait is on each denomination. And see if you can get the last name. First one's Ulysses. Grant, very good. And what denomination is it? How many dollars is it on that bill? It's 50. Okay. Next one is Alexander. Now I'm sorry. The next one is Andrew. Andrew Jackson, very good. And what denomination is it? $20 bill. The next one was not a president. He's one of two that were not presidents. So his name is Alexander. There was a Hamilton, very good. And what denomination is it? 10, very good. Okay, the next one is Abraham. Lincoln, very good. And okay, you get two of them. Okay, now this is the one that trips up a lot. And by the way, I think when I was your age, I couldn't name them. So you're doing very well. Thomas. Jefferson, very good. And what denomination? You don't see them very often. It's a $2 bill. And then there's George. George Washington, very good. So we got a total of $100. Now, you can do whatever you want with this. It could be mad money. You can stick it in the bank for a rainy day. You can do anything you want with this, but I do have a suggestion. Do something special for your mother or your grandmother, somebody who's helped largely to get you to this point. You all started off in this world as a little blob of potential, and somebody special helped get you to this point. So you can take this and squander it on candy or chips or anything you want, but just think about it before you spend it. Congratulations. So the Teacher of the Year is Sarah Bean. Okay. In my day, we called it a C note. Now I think you call it a Benjamin. So there's a token of our appreciation for what you do. Now, my guess is you're going to squirrel it away and you're going to spend it on something. But my guess is a lot of that $100 will come back to the classroom as pencils and paper and tissues and all the things that it takes to keep a classroom going. So we really appreciate you, what you do here.
Dr. Wright and Mrs. Cradle will now present certificates of promotion. Faith Alexander. Gracelyn Amerson. William Bowers. Harley Brandon. India Braxton. Roger Broadus. Khalid Bryant. Autumn Drain. Dylan Gordon. Mayana Harvey. Wyatt Howard. Sean Johnson. Alexandra Jones. Kiwana Kelly. Mackenzie LaRochelle. Javon Nelson. Shania Perkins. Leighton Prince. Deshauna Stevens. And last but not least, Selena Wyatt. Dr. Wright will now leave us with closing remarks.
Good evening. It is my privilege to be the first to congratulate our promoted 8th grade students. Let's give them a round of applause. Before I share some remarks, I would like to do a few thank yous. A lot of work goes into an event like this. First off, I would like to thank Mr. Bobby Baytops and the entire KQPS maintenance team. They did a lot of work to prepare to have the ceremony in this cafeteria. Let's give them a round of applause. I'd like to thank the Lawson-Marriott faculty and staff. They have pulled together in so many ways this school year, and they're always willing to go above and beyond to support each other and our students. So thank you, staff members. I'd like to thank Dr. Carter, our superintendent, Ms. Gaines, our school board chair from the Newtown district, and all of our school board office staff. They have done so much to support us and your children throughout this school year. Thank you. Thank you for being here from the Brewerton Club, Mr. Ryland. I know Mr. William Bowers is especially grateful for your presence. We are too. Thank you to Mr. Greg Lynn, who's behind the camera over there recording the ceremony. Thank you to Mr. Jamie Lance for his efforts to allow everyone to hear the ceremony this evening. Thank you to our wonderful Mistress of Ceremonies. Give her a thunderous round of applause, Nyan Carter. And then finally, thank you so much to parents, grandparents, guardians, those of you that have shepherded your children, our students through the past, 9 years. You play such an important role in their academic journey, and education is truly a team effort between the school and the home. So we are so grateful for the support that you've provided along the way. Give your parents and guardians and grandparents a round of applause, please. And this is to you students. What a year this has been. What a year this has been. But you know what? We made it. Think back to September and how far you have come. Please give them a round of applause for everything that they've done. Students, we have spent part of this evening looking backwards at your time at Lawson-Marriott Elementary School, and that's important at these milestones in our lives. It is important to remember and to reflect on your time here. You've grown so much from pre-K students on up to here, and you've learned a great deal while in this school. But you've now been promoted. You're 8th graders. And I want to take a few moments and look forward. You see, though this is the end of your time at this school, the end of one journey often signifies the beginning of the next. And you'll be going to a new school next year, and your years at Central High School will be some of the most consequential years of your lives. You see, the choices that you make while you're there will play a large role in determining your future. And I encourage you, students, take a second and think, what type of future do you want for yourself? And maybe you've already done that. What goals do you have that you want to reach for? What type of job do you want? And then once you decide on these goals, make the choices that are going to help you reach them. And if you don't know how to reach those goals, ask a trusted adult. We're here to help you. Your teachers are here to help you. Some of them will be at Central High School with you. You know, at the start of one of my educational journeys, a wise teacher gave me some advice saying, this journey that you're about to undertake is simply a test of perseverance. You've got what it takes, and you just have to do the hard work for the next 5 years. For me, the journey that I was on was one of the most challenging I've ever been through. It was hard work, and lots of it. There were times when I wanted to do anything but my schoolwork. I know how you feel. There were times when I thought about quitting and giving up. But I remembered what that teacher said, that this is just a perseverance test, and I pushed through. 8th graders, you already have what it takes to be successful in high school. You already have it. You've been given a solid foundation by your wonderful teachers here. And the next few years are simply going to be a test of perseverance. And look what you've already done. You've persevered through schooling and a pandemic. Wow, we made it. As 8th graders and then high school students, there will be hard work to do. There are going to be times when you have to choose between getting your work done or playing video games or getting on your cell phones. You can do it though, because we believe in you. And I want you to just take a second. Don't look at me. I want you to look around the room. I want you to look at the parents and the grandparents and the guardians and the siblings and the teachers and the school board office members. So congratulations on your promotion this evening. For now, celebrate with your families and friends, and then set some goals for yourselves, and then persevere through the hard work that it's going to take to reach them. You've got this. Let's give our students one more round of applause. Can we get them all to stand up and get a picture really quick? Can you guys just stand up right where you are? There's somebody, Miss McCahill, do you have your phone on you? Hold your certificates up in front of you. Can you do that? And then smile at Ms. McCahill. We can tell you're smiling even behind the masks. It'll be here before you know it. All right, you can stay standing, students. I'm going to give some very quick closing logistics. Guests, I'll ask you to remain seated while the students recess out. They'll head out and they'll head outside. I'll dismiss one row of guests at a time so we can maintain some social distancing. If you can head out the front doors and you can meet up with your students there. Also, please be sure to take your student sign out in front of the school. Thank you so much. I think that these students deserve another round of applause. Have a wonderful evening.
All of my family comes back to my dad was born and raised my grandfather was born and raised